Welcome to week 2 of 2022. Today is Wednesday, January 12th, and these are your market stats and update for Bellingham and Whatcom County. My name is Sean Hackney, broker owner of Next Home Northwest Living here in Bellingham, Washington. And here are your numbers and statistics as we head into the second week of the new year. If you watched last week, you'll remember that I was kind of projecting and looking forward to the potential of an uptick in inventory. Now, historically, it's been week 3 or 4, January, sometimes into early February, before our market really jumped up. Last year being a little bit of an anomaly with COVID, but I was anticipating an uptick. And here we are, we find ourselves in week 2, and I'm already wrong on my predictions. So let's take a look at the numbers. So for Whatcom County, we are just for the purposes here of my whiteboard weekly update. The former teacher in me is coming out. So here's my weekly whiteboard session. We're going to focus just on residential. Okay, so we're going to leave out condos. I'll put those numbers below as well, but let's take this for tracking purposes. We're going to look at just residential. Across Whatcom County, active listings as of this morning, there were only 144, down slightly from last week. That's going to be the trend that you will see. Pending, 202. Closed, we did not track this week, last week. We're going to do this moving forward. These are the number of homes that have actually closed and recorded with the courthouse in the last 7 days. Closed, the entire county, 37. So now let's break this down further. Let's take a look at just Bellingham. Bellingham, as of this morning, down 7 from last week to 35 homes across all price ranges. In my 18-year career, I have never seen inventory this low before. Unbelievable. The number of pending, 57. The number of closed over the last 7 days, 18. Let's move north slightly to Ferndale. You'll see that we had, once again, down. There's 26 active homes. 60 pending, outdoing Bellingham of all things. And 5 closed over the last 7 days. Let's go to Blaine and Birch Bay. We have 15 active listings, pending 26, and the magic number of closings for the week appears to be 5. Heading east just a little bit over to Lynden. Get this, 7. Down 3, 7 active listings. 13 pending. And once again, the magic number of the week, 5. So you can see in week 2 of 2022, we continue to be the poster child for low inventory across the United States. It brings up a lot of questions that we are going to address and cover in future market videos, as well as other ones. So please hit the like and subscribe button. It'll help us out, and you can stay up to date on what is happening here locally so that you can plan and strategize how you want to manage your real estate portfolio. Which brings me to point number 2. Mortgage rates continue to be at all-time lows across the country, which is fantastic. We anticipated that for 2021 because for the first time, basically in forever, going into 2021, the Fed said that they were going to hold rates low, and believe it or not, they held to it. Artificially low to kind of stimulate the economy and so forth. Now, fast forward here to the last few weeks of 2021, the Fed came out and they are doing, without getting too complicated, but they are tapering bond spending, and have already said there are going to be 3 to 4 rate increases in the year of 2022. Not necessarily always hand in hand with mortgage rates, but effectively it is. Most anticipate those rates happening, hikes happening in the third and fourth quarter. So there's still time. Even if they go to 4%, historically it's still low, but let's put this in financial perspective to your wallet. If you took out at 3% versus 4%, the difference in a monthly payment is going to be about let's just say $55 per month per $100,000. Okay? So a house that is, let's say, $500,000, the difference between 3 and 4% then is $200 to $250-ish thousand for the same property only 9 to 12 months from now. Which brings me to point number 3 of something to consider. A lot of people, myself included, we would love to be one of these. Low inventory, pent-up demand means we're going to get greater prices and better terms. Where do we go is the ultimate question. So things to think about, maybe some options to simulate some conversations within your household about your real estate portfolio is second home purchase. Maybe a long-term rental purchase somewhere else in the country, or the Airbnb VRBO route, known as short-term rental route, somewhere else across the country as well. So you've got those 3 things to consider where you can take advantage of a very interesting and great real estate market in many respects and those low rates, but maybe it's outside of our area with something other than your primary residence. I've been fortunate enough over my 18-year career to be affiliated with the #1 coaching real estate company in North America, and that's Buffini & Company. They've coached me since I was 6 months in the business. Across the country, spanning all different brokerages, the last couple of years, we have been responsible for 1 in 8 sales across North America, which is phenomenal. If it were a brokerage in and of itself, it would by far be the biggest brokerage, the biggest powerhouse across the United States. So my point is, if you are looking at a different market and you want to explore the short-term rental idea, maybe a long-term rental if you don't want all that turnover, or even a second home, let me know and I'll connect you with the best of the best of who you can interview. I'll just kind of give you guys a virtual introduction to one another, and you can explore these options and potentially look at expanding your real estate portfolio before the rates go up. My name is Sean Hackney, broker owner of Next Home Northwest Living up here in Bellingham, Washington. Please hit the like and subscribe button. I hope you've enjoyed this, and I look forward to seeing you next Wednesday.